Hello, I'm John Proxy and Tunnel John West. I'm having a Danganronpa trigger happy Havoc adventure, and E43 is not happy. Why is he happy? He said, "Ha! What? You think there's some mistake lurking in what I said?
Shoot!
Because I don't know what to do."
Then, shall we continue the debate?
We shall.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma
No,
file...
I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Okay.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I can only think of one thing that could have killed her. Cool. Could you tell me about it, game?
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
Body before the explosion.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
According to the Monokuma file...
I'm not seeing any mistakes.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was...
There's evidence she was hit in the back of the head. Didn't say the back of the head. Oh.
Shoot!
Oh, I had him.
Then, shall we...
Exploded body analysis. Right.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Alright, I've got
Well,
it.
yeah.
And it wasn't even...
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire...
This is the answer. This is stupid.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has
yet to be determined.
This is stupid.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I don't like it because I didn't contradict him.
died because of the
Someone
blow
else
to the
did.
back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
I was just thinking that.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Not if you hit him with the handle.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Yes, I'm on the same intellectual level as Yasuhiro Yagakure.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Aw.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way! Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Oh,
Seriously?
I'm just gonna adjust the sound. Okay. The volume even.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master!
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
The real murder weapon. It's the tattoos on her right hand. Came to life. Titanium arrows?
I got it!
I got it!
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Yes.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a plan.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master! You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. How does an arrow make a blunt object? What? What? Like a thin arrow? Oh, bloody duct tape, obviously, but...
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like
Although
an
duct tape-
arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master!
No, that's wrong!
You have no right!
The titanium arrow.
It was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have... It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
So now I'm thinking Byakuya. Setting up Kyoko.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Yeah, but Byakuya could have put it in her room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me. But does that mean she knew I was being attacked? No, I think you were hallucinating. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? Which could mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me? Nah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was Byakuya, which for some reason was somebody... I mean, I actually did mention it before as an idea, but I didn't, you know, I didn't lean massively in that direction. But I did mention that he could have sent Toka and all that. It was, and the bomb and all that.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you
Aren't the culprit.
Oops.
shoot! Those words you just...
Right. Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden, just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed that the murder must have taken... Hang on.
Exactly what I said. I'm
doesn't-
not the killer.
She didn't have the key
You
to her
should
room.
understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid the
And then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
exactly what I.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, What are you...
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, she didn't have the key to her room.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
I'm not 100% sure why the phrase I took and shot into that gave me access to this. I've just now played enough of this game to realise that's sort of how the logic's supposed to work. But, yeah, it felt a little bit off, I don't know.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Yes, she could. She's got... Her account says she can open any door.
Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a contradiction in what Kyoko just told, an obvious lie, but this isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Is there something deeper hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me, I'll die here. The rest of the school will stay hidden forever. Okay, this is why I wasn't thinking of Byakuya. I appreciate that Byakuya spent the entire game coming up with the master plan. But one... Like, it seemed all of them were convinced that Monokuma was dead, right? This is what threw me for ages. So this is why I didn't jump straight to Byakuya. Because especially as someone used the bomb to cover up the evidence, it does sort of point at the idea that the mastermind is behind it. And I don't think Byakuya is the mastermind. That's what's throwing me. I think Hiro is the mastermind and he's pretending to be an idiot. Having, I don't know, something about having, like, the self-proclaimed villain, smartest guy, richest guy, as like, oh, also I'm behind this entire thing. I don't know, it just seems too much to me. So if it's the mastermind, it's not Byakuya. But at this point, maybe it's too early to talk about the mastermind still. It's only case 5. We have at least one more murder, I'm pretty sure. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I do? The mastermind's tarp. The victim was Makuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. Spend all your time trying to avoid danger. You'll never move forwards. Why is my face... Oh, no, it's fine. We know the danger. Okay. Am I wrong? What do I do? Pursue the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Make your argument.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, have I killed myself? Because I pursued a lie I shouldn't have.
Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room.
Like,
It lets you get into any room in the school.
I think the game wanted me to not talk about the line.
Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. And I wasn't able to escape
Yeah,
it.
so I think I made a mistake there.
So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really...
I actually failed a trust test there, didn't I?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out!
Oh, I think I've screwed up now.
So
Also,
then,
this
it's
is
time
okay.
for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
I'm hoping I get a game over rather than...
But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Good job. You got it right. Brilliantly right. We got it right. I hope this was supposed to happen. Does this mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh, we saw this. Did I give in to despair? That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or, regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over... Okay. I think this is game over, which I'm happy with. Which means... Okay, best case scenario, this is a game over, and I got to see an extra scene! There was never a murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We have obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Oh, hang on. Wow, this is incredibly weird. Oh, I see Toko died soon afterwards. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. How does the babies work? They can't be all three of theirs. That also. Hope. This is hope.
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
A claim? Oh, that's right, I have to... Do I have to expose Kyoko's lair or not? So, that means I got extra content and I did the right thing because I managed to explore a path that would have been closed off to me, taking that as a win. Also, that was really weird. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. I'm going to discuss her death. I actually thought her death was really good. I know it wasn't terribly gory, but concentrating on the face actually made it really tense, rather than like some of the others. So yeah, and just because obviously it's instant, but the anticipation was the scary thing about that death, which I really liked. Am I wrong? Yes. Run away. Let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
So there is something weird going on in this case then.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Why did Toko die as well?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Oh, yeah, me.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Is run away the correct answer?
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Alright. Ooh. Nice.
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Also, we didn't put the case together like before.
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This is clearly the right thing to have done, but looks like they're going to vote for me. Yay! Yay. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. What I did like is with the dream, there is the possibility I could have done it and forgotten about it. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. The whole trial didn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other Clash trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Okay, take two. Makoto has been found guilty. How did he prepare both of these? Oh, it's the same punishment. Fair enough. It's a bit less exciting the second time round. Ooh, where's Alt Ego? Huh! Alright, it was slightly different.
What?
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, what's that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it to hell. I don't believe this.
It would seem...
Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. What are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an inch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again.
Yaha!
To waste away in the garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. Hello, face. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Was he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. You're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings. What? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Start of the game. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you need to have already be attending high school. That's interesting. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the Ultimate School filled with the Ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of the hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep just here, just now? So here we go. It wasn't any classroom I'd been in before. What the heck was going on? Ah! Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern, with the barest hint of the light seeping in. The trash was piled high across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Oh yeah. Alter Ego saved me. He used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. Alter Ego didn't save bloody Kyoko though. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there. Look. The rocket. And a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here, because it's going to be relevant later. This is a desk. Probably one that fell down here with me. Okay, fine. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that end up in the school's garbage pit? That rocket I find very interesting. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink? Which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. G-crunch! What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, a pile of rubbish jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over here? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Some food somebody's chucked down for me? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. It was... I can't remember any of the other girls' names right now, so Kyoko.
It smells awful.
Kyoko!
Indeed.
Owie, there we go. It would have been funny if I said owie. Not that funny, but funnier than me making no noise for... You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing
So...
here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Got the key to that door, don't I? I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth, making its way towards my stomach. Phew! I've really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. Still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Let's ignore the fact that in an alternate reality I got you killed. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. I totally did! It's the literal opposite last time where I wanted to trust you, and the game wouldn't let me. This time I didn't trust you, and the game was like, oh, fine, we want our story to continue. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
And I knew that you knew that I knew. And I knew that was fine. But even I knew. Even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I...
Abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, but I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen. Not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive, no matter what the cost. I don't care. Just gonna move on. I can't offer you any reason other than that.
I'm truly sorry. However...
What is that reason? Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to survive...
In other words...
is so that I could do what I came to this school to do. What? I made my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. I'm trying to like, there's got to be a reason why it does that, and I don't understand what it is.
In other words...
Fine, what's the very important reason? So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once. Till recently I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... Amnesia! Then is it really true? You've lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Can I save? I can. Okay, cool. Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? The world went wibbly-woo. You remember... You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what happened. It happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think it was. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. It's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you just ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. And since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. Is it Hero? It's Hero, isn't it? Blatantly Hero. It's gotta be Hero. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Because I feel like there were others, it probably wasn't. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
And with that, could I be the mastermind? We're gonna save the game! Haha! Because it lets me! And I know that now. So I'm gonna let you go. I've been John Foxy on Tunnel Don the West. I've been having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.